Hey everybody, Tony Stewart again with Friends for Life, and I want to talk today about emotional intelligence, and hopefully you want to hear about it, because emotional intelligence is one of those things that, honestly, man, we lack it when we are being too selfish, when we are internally dealing with our own. We tend to not look at what others might be going through. So as I talked about in other episodes that you can go back and review, the understanding of others and what they are going through is a crucial role in the DD field. Not only is it very important that we take time out of our personal lives, and we have to add it to our professional life when it's probably not at its peak of really understanding. So, Tony, what do you mean by this? Let me explain. Let's say I'm working with someone who is dealing with some questions on how society accepts them. And in that, I just try to say, you know what, it is what it is. Don't worry about it. People are going to look at you different. Just live with it. That is not me being very open to their emotional crisis that they could be going through. As I have worked in this field for quite a long time, I have seen people bury a whole lot of trauma and things that they feel are important to them due to the way that staff or administrators, or how sometimes just the rest of the world is so quick to dismiss what they feel and how they feel. I've said it many a times before, and it's one of those things, just as a human and as a parent and a husband and stuff, I apologize to my children quite often because my upbringing was pretty tough. I had some difficult things that I had to get through in life. My children have not had to have as difficult of a time, but they do have complaints about things in their lives. And sometimes from a negative standpoint, I will say, well, you should be lucky. You have this, that, blah, blah, blah. But they don't know anything different. So I think that that's where the emotional intelligence really plays a part. And when we can just take a look at ourselves and look at society and say, hey, this might be something that this person might be missing from this to understand it. And a lot of times that can be a compassionate point. So how does this help you as a DSP or a SSA or an administrator in the world of developmental disabilities? Well, this is when you're going to have to be a little more creative in how you are adapting to other people. There's too many people in the world for one particular way of handling things to work with everybody. So this is a trial and error. I'm sorry if you came and you were about to get one simple fix, but that's not it. But here are a few things that I can think of. I can think of 3 things right off the bat that people with high emotional intelligence do. The very first one is they listen. Listening is not you yapping your mouth. Listening is literally sitting there and taking in what the person is saying and not trying to have a rebuttal. The only rebuttal you should really have when you're really listening are more questions to understand. The second thing is affirming feelings. Now, I want everyone to get that because feelings are very important to people. Our feelings are the things that drive 90% of our actions. Like if you're watching this or listening to this right now, you felt as if you needed some more education or to understand emotional intelligence a little bit more in the DD world than what you probably currently understand. And the third one is, I would say, controversial, but responding kindly. I don't want you to get it confused as you are, giving someone a false belief. But you do want to respond in a way that the person does not feel as if they are being shut down for showing their emotions. I mean, has anybody ever had a time that they're explaining something to somebody, you're putting your whole heart into it, and just to get crapped on later? Like, it's not a good feeling. But emotional intelligence for our individuals can be just as tricky. Can you imagine not having a full grasping of yourself, but then you have to put these different things in play in society? I tell you this, I think I have some pretty good emotional intelligence, but I'm not always the nicest person. Times get tough, and that can really throw a monkey wrench in my demeanor. It's not on purpose, but we are all human. I like where I'm at with emotional intelligence thus far. I do want to talk about it more in future episodes. But if there's anything that you can think about, please shoot us a message. Let us know. But in the meantime, next time, see you later.
I'm Dr. Craig Escudé, President of Intellectability. State developmental disability agencies, managed care organizations, and providers across the United States use Intellectability's health risk screening tool, e-learn courses, and person-centered training to improve health equity for people with IDD. Visit replacingrisks.com to learn more about how you can employ these tools with people you support.
Making sure that individuals are reaching the goals they have set for themselves. That's one of the many goals of Assured Health Services. If you're looking for a residential care provider or searching for ADS services, Assured Health is your go-to place. Assured Health, helping others succeed. Learn more at assuredhealthohio.com or call 494-442-8066. The Reliable Drug and Alcohol Testing Clinic is a leading provider and convenient source of pre-employment and occupational testing. Their clinic provides services to a wide range of private businesses, healthcare facilities, and municipal and county courts. Reliable as an independent, locally owned clinic, as a result, they provide services at a lower cost than major hospitals. Enjoy faster turnaround times on test results and eliminate the long waits typically incurred at larger facilities. To learn more, visit reliabledrugtest.com. THS Remote Supports is clearly focused on improving independent living through dynamic and personalized services. Their systems have been carefully developed and perfected to ensure that everyone receives the best care through the least intrusive means possible. Located in Cincinnati, Ohio, they've spent over 20 years providing in-home supports to individuals with disabilities. If you or someone you know is looking for a remote service provider, go to thsrss.com or call 513-882-9828.